Guys, you're not gonna believe what I just got my hands on. After years of digging through classified servers and bribing contacts, I finally have it.
Please tell me this is about what I think it's about.
The footage. I have the actual goddamn footage from October 15th, 1999.
No freaking way. You're serious?
Tony, if you're messing with us right now...
I'm dead serious. Remember Engineer Kowalski from the cargo ship called the Meridian?
The guy who was recording the routine maintenance check?
That's him. Well, his daughter just leaked his entire digital archive to me. She found it in his personal effects. And here's the kicker. He managed to broadcast the clips to his home server using radio signals. And this was all the way back in 1999. Isn't that just wild? This is the proof we've needed for 24 years.
Holy crap. This is why they discharged us, isn't it? They knew we saw too much.
Of course that's why. 4 decorated soldiers suddenly deemed psychologically unfit for duty after a single mission? We all knew it was bullcrap.
They wanted us silenced, but they couldn't just kill us without raising suspicions. So they discredited us instead.
Exactly. And now we have the evidence to prove it. This footage shows everything we tried reporting. The tripod emerging from the depths, the heat rays vaporizing the cargo ship, the screams of our brothers burning alive in those metal coffins.
I still have nightmares about the Henderson, watching that thing's beams slice through the hull like butter. 63 sailors massacred in under 10 seconds.
The Morrison didn't even have time to send a distress signal. They were just gone. All of them turned to magma in just minutes.
And we were supposed to just forget about it? To pretend like it never happened and act like we didn't watch that mechanical nightmare tear apart half the Atlantic fleet?
They figured if they painted us as traumatized and delusional, that no one would believe our testimonies. Classic government playbook. Discredit the witnesses, classify the evidence, and move on.
But we never moved on, did we? 24 years of knowing the truth, while everyone called us crazy.
24 years of watching the skies just waiting for the next wave.
Because we all knew it was coming. There's no way that thing was alone. It was clearly a scout.
Yeah, it had to be. I mean, just think about it. Something that advanced doesn't just randomly surface near a cargo ship. It was gathering intelligence and studying our defenses.
And when we actually managed to stop it with that experimental EMP, it probably transmitted everything back to wherever the hell it came from.
Which means they know exactly what we're capable of, and exactly how to counter it next time.
Next time being the operative phrase. Because there will be a next time.
Unless we expose this first. The world needs to know what's coming. People deserve a chance to prepare.
So what exactly should we expect to see in these clips?
I'm still going through everything, so I can't preview any of them. However, I'm guessing these should have footage of the EMP deployment and its effects, and most importantly, proof of the containment operation.
You think they actually kept it after all these years?
Yup, something that valuable doesn't just get destroyed. They're studying it, I reckon. Probably trying to reverse engineer the technology.
Or figure out how to kill it properly. Because that titanium cage was just a temporary solution.
Remember how restless it was getting toward the end? The way the whole containment unit would vibrate when it moved?
Which is exactly why we need to act fast. I'm uploading everything to our secure server now. Then I'll share the individual files here so we can review them together, just like old times.
Except this time, we might actually be able to do something about it.
What's the plan after we review everything? We can't just post this on social media and hope for the best.
One step at a time. First, we confirm what we already know. Then we figure out our next move. But I have some ideas brewing.
Good, because I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines and pretending everything's normal while that thing is probably still out there somewhere.
All right. The upload is complete. All 6 clips are now backed up on our encrypted server. Fair warning. I haven't watched any of these myself yet, so this is going to be my first time seeing this footage too.
Jesus, Tony, after all these years of wondering if we actually saw what we think we saw, we can finally get proof.
Or this could show that we really are all just crazy. What if our memories were wrong somehow? What if we really were just traumatized and imagining things?
Only one way to find out. Here we go. Sending clip 1 now.
Oh my goodness, it's real. The China shipping line wreckage. We were there for the rescue operation.
I remember that company logo. We helped pull survivors from those waters.
This is actually happening. After 28 years, we finally have proof.
That's definitely the Meridian. Look at the container configuration on the deck.
The water looks so peaceful. It was just supposed to be a routine cargo run through international waters. Nobody knew what was coming.
God, look how calm everything is. Nobody had any idea that death was literally rising from beneath them.
It's surreal seeing it from this angle. We only saw the aftermath, the burning wreckage and bodies floating in the oil slicks.
Holy crap, you can hear the panic in their breathing, and by the way, the camera is shaking as they run.
That has to be Kowalski running for his life between those containers.
You can feel the terror he must have felt.
There it is! There's the goddamn tripod!
It's exactly like we remembered. Those 3 titanic legs and the way it rises from the water like some kind of prehistoric nightmare.
28 years of people calling us delusional, and there it is in perfect detail.
Look at the size of that thing. It has to be at least 200 feet tall. Look how the water cascades off its hull. It's like watching a skyscraper come alive.
The way it moves is so fluid, almost organic, despite being mechanical.
Those legs are so thin for something that massive. How does it even support its own weight?
Alien engineering, I bet.
That sound, that horrible, horrible sound, I still hear it in my nightmares.
The way those lights pulse and flicker, like it's scanning everything around it and cataloging targets.
You can almost feel the bass from that horn through the screen. It's like the sound of death itself.
Notice how the water ripples outward from the vibrations. That horn is so powerful it's affecting the ocean itself. And those lights on its head, they're definitely some kind of targeting system.
It's choosing who dies first.
God, the intelligence behind those lights. You can tell it's thinking, calculating.
It's preparing for the slaughter.
No. Those beams are exactly what hit our ships. That white-hot energy that turns steel into vapor.
Look how effortless it is, just casually exterminating everything in sight.
Those poor bastards on the ship never had a chance. 63 souls turned to ash in seconds.
The way it towers over those containers afterward, like a predator surveying its kill, completely emotionless. Just efficient.
I need a minute, seeing this again after all these years. All those memories flooding back.
But we have proof now. Finally, after nearly 3 decades, we have undeniable proof.
Nobody can call us crazy anymore. Nobody can say we imagined it. There it is in living color.
This changes everything. We're not broken veterans with PTSD. We're witnesses to the greatest threat humanity has ever faced.
And now, we can do something about it. We can warn the world.
But how? People will just say this footage is CGI or AI generated. Deepfake technology is so advanced now.
She's right. In 2027, anyone can fake video footage. This alone won't convince anyone.
Which is why we need to find where they're keeping it. The actual tripod, the one we helped capture.
You think it's still contained somewhere?
Has to be. Something that valuable doesn't get destroyed. They're probably studying every inch of it, trying to understand the technology.
Or figure out how to kill the next wave when they arrive.
Because they are coming. That thing was definitely a scout, gathering intel on our defenses.
Exactly, which means we need to find their research facility, and we need to live stream the tripod, a live video feed that can't be dismissed as fake.
That's going to require serious planning. Government black sites aren't exactly easy to infiltrate.
We'll need to split up, cover more ground, follow different leads.
I can reach out to my contacts in defense contracting. Someone has to know something about where they took it.
I'll keep digging through classified databases, cross-reference facility locations with the timeline. Look for any unusual construction projects after 1999.
I'll work the intelligence community angle. See if anyone's been transferred to mysterious assignments.
And I'll focus on the scientific community, research grants, published papers, anything related to extraterrestrial technology.
This is it, isn't it? After 28 years of waiting, we're actually going to expose this.
We have to. The world needs to know what's coming. People deserve a chance to prepare.
Before those things rise from every ocean on Earth.
And this time, there won't be any experimental EMP weapons to save us.
Let's get to work. Humanity's survival might depend on what we do next.
Operation Purple Rain is back online. Let's find this thing and show the world what's really out there. All right, team. It's been 3 months since we started Operation Purple Rain 2.0. It's time for a full debrief on what we've all discovered.
Please tell me you have good news, because the leads I've been chasing have been mostly dead ends.
Same here. Defense contractors are keeping their mouths shut tighter than ever.
The scientific community is just as locked down, but I did find some interesting budget allocations.
Well, get ready for this. After months of cross-referencing facility construction, personnel transfers, and classified budget increases, I'm 95% certain our tripod is inside Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore? Are you serious?
That's Actually brilliant. Hide it in plain sight under a national monument.
Nobody would ever think to look there.
Exactly. I found 3 separate sources confirming underground expansion projects that started in late 1999, and that date aligns with the time right after our incident. Apparently, there was a massive excavation work disguised as structural reinforcement.
That would explain the seismic activity that's been occurring there. I've been monitoring geological reports from the area. There have been consistent, deep tremors for years, and they are way too regular to be natural.
And way too deep to be caused by tourist foot traffic.
Plus the security upgrades. I managed to get intel on increased military presence in the region. They're calling it enhanced monument protection.
It's more than just security, though. These are specialized transport vehicles that are usually used for carrying hazardous materials.
Jesus, look at the size of those convoys. That's not routine maintenance.
Those look like containment vehicles, the kind designed for biological or chemical threats.
Or alien technology.
But here's the really disturbing part. I've been monitoring local emergency services. There have been 17 unexplained deaths in the area over the past 2 years, all listed as industrial accidents.
17? What kind of industrial accidents?
Radiation exposure, tissue necrosis, complete cellular breakdown. The kind of injuries you'd expect from proximity to unknown energy sources.
Like the heat rays we saw in that footage. God, what if it's still active?
Still trying to break free from whatever they're using to contain it.
Which brings me to the most damning evidence. These medical transports have been making regular runs, always under cover of darkness. And according to my source at the morgue, they're carrying body bags.
Body bags? How many people are dying in there?
Too many. Whatever they're doing with that tripod, it's not going well.
Maybe it's fighting back. Remember how restless it was getting in the titanium cage? After 28 years, it might be getting stronger.
Or smarter, learning how to break through their containment systems.
Either way, we need to get in there, and we need to live stream proof of its existence before it's too late.
Infiltrating Mount Rushmore isn't exactly a weekend camping trip. The security alone will be insane.
Which is why I've been developing a plan. 4-step operation, high risk but achievable.
Let's hear it.
Step 1, reconnaissance and timing. I've mapped out guard rotations, sensor locations, and access points. There's a 15-minute window during shift change at 0300 hours.
15 minutes to get inside a government black site? That's cutting it pretty close.
Which brings us to step 2, distraction. Rita, I need you to coordinate diversionary tactics. Multiple drone incursions from the north and east. Force them to split their attention.
I can do that. I've got access to 6 high-end surveillance drones and some homemade signal jammers that should cause chaos with their communications.
Perfect. Danny, I need you on Overwatch. Monitor police frequencies and emergency services. The moment this goes sideways, I need advance warning.
Consider it done. I'll have every radio frequency in the area covered.
Charlotte, you're my tech support. I need continuous live stream monitoring. The moment I get inside, you ensure the feed stays active no matter what.
What about the actual infiltration? How are you planning to get inside?
Step 3, entry. There's a maintenance tunnel that connects to the old mining shafts. It was sealed off in 2001, but I found the original blueprints. With the right equipment, I can breach the seal and access the underground levels.
And step 4?
Find the tripod and broadcast everything. Live, unfiltered footage that can't be dismissed as CGI. Show the world what they've been hiding for 3 decades.
What if it's not contained anymore? What if those body bags mean it broke free?
Then the world needs to know that even more urgently. People deserve a chance to prepare for what's coming.
When are we doing this?
I'm thinking this weekend. Saturday night, 0300 hours. New moon. Minimal visibility.
That gives us 3 days to gather equipment. I'll need to modify the drones for maximum interference.
And I need to upgrade my monitoring setup. Make sure I can track everything in real time.
I'll prepare the streaming infrastructure, multiple backup servers, encrypted connections. This footage needs to survive, even if we don't.
Tony, are you sure about this? If that thing is still active down there?
Rita, we've spent 28 years knowing this threat exists, watching the skies, waiting for the invasion. This is our chance to warn humanity, maybe our only chance.
He's right. If we don't do this, who will?
Those 17 body bags prove they can't control it much longer. Better the world learns the truth from us than from CNN reporting mass casualties.
Exactly. So we're committed? Saturday night, 0300 hours. Operation Purple Rain final phase.
I'm in.
Count me in too.
Let's finish what we started in 1999.
Then let's get to work. 3 days to prepare for the most important mission of our lives. The world is depending on us, whether they know it or not.
Good morning, team. I trust you've both reviewed the overnight data from Subject 008.
Unfortunately, yes. And I have to say, The results are deeply concerning.
Concerning is putting it mildly. That thing is becoming increasingly agitated. The seismic readings from its containment chamber are off the charts.
The vibrations have increased by 23% over the past month alone. Whatever's happening inside that titanium cage, it's building towards something.
Did you see the footage from last night's chemical trials? We tested 7 different acidic compounds on armor samples: sulfuric acid, hydrofluoric acid, even aqua regia.
And every single one was completely ineffective. 28 years of testing and we still haven't found a single substance that can penetrate its hull.
It's not just resistant to chemical damage. Remember the kinetic test from last year? We fired depleted uranium rounds at point-blank range, and it didn't even leave a scratch.
The electromagnetic pulse testing was equally futile, even though we know EMP can temporarily disable its systems, but the actual armor plating seems completely immune to it.
Look at this sample from yesterday's trials. It's been subjected to every corrosive agent known to science, and it looks exactly the same as it did 28 years ago.
The molecular structure is significantly denser than even diamond, to be fair, so no wonder it's so tough to break.
Speaking of, that brings me to another troubling development. The X-ray imaging attempts have been completely unsuccessful. We cannot see inside that machine whatsoever.
The radiation just bounces right off. Gamma rays, neutron beams, even experimental particle bombardment. Nothing penetrates that hull.
For all we know, it could have one massive brain controlling everything, or it could be completely hollow. We have absolutely no idea what we're dealing with.
The only thing we know for certain is that its energy weapons cannot damage titanium, which is the sole reason we're still alive and it's still contained. Thank God the original containment team chose titanium for the cage.
But even that might not hold forever. Have you noticed the stress fractures appearing on the cage walls?
The ones near the primary support joints, they're growing larger each week.
This was taken yesterday morning. You can see the hairline cracks spreading outward from where it keeps ramming against the walls.
It's testing the strength of its cage.
A mindless killing machine is one thing, but something that can think, plan, and adapt?
That's exactly why we need to extract information from it. We need to know if this is an isolated incident or the beginning of something much worse.
The communication attempts have been equally unsuccessful. We've tried everything from mathematical sequences to visual pattern recognition. It shows no interest in establishing contact.
Maybe it already knows everything it needs to know about us. Maybe it's been studying us for 28 years while we've been studying it.
That's a terrifying thought, but we have to consider the possibility. What if it's been transmitting data back to its point of origin this entire time?
Through what method, though? We've monitored every electromagnetic frequency. No outgoing transmissions have been detected.
Quantum entanglement communication? Gravitational wave manipulation? Their technology is so far beyond ours that we might not even recognize their communication methods.
Which brings us to the central question. Is this entity alone or are there others? And if there are others, where are they and when will they act?
The thought of multiple tripods emerging simultaneously across the globe, it keeps me awake at night.
Our military couldn't handle one 28 years ago. They only captured it because of that experimental EMP weapon, and we've never been able to replicate those conditions.
This graph represents every scientist who has died working on this project. That's over 347 casualties for nearly 3 decades of work, and the rate is accelerating.
Most of them from exposure to unknown radiation. The entity emits energy signatures that our instruments can't even measure.
Dr. Martinez lasted only 6 hours in the containment area last week. Complete cellular breakdown within minutes of direct exposure. Whatever that thing is powered by, it's deadly to human biology.
Yet we continue because the alternative is unthinkable. If we can't understand this technology, we have no hope of defending against it.
And if there are more of them out there, waiting in the depths of our oceans, humanity needs every advantage we can provide.
I just hope we figure something out before that titanium cage fails completely.
Or before more of them decide to surface. Either way, we're running out of time.
Then we keep working, around the clock, with every resource at our disposal.
Agreed. We'll be the first team to unlock its secrets, no matter the cost.
354 scientists have given their lives for this research. We owe it to them to succeed, and we owe it to humanity to find a way to stop what's coming.
I'll prep the new batch of synthetic compounds for tomorrow's trials.
And I'll continue analyzing the stress patterns on the containment structure.
Good. Let's pray we make a breakthrough before it's too late, because I have a feeling our time is running short.
The final equipment check is now complete. The EMP charge is is officially assembled and tested, and the signal jammers are fully operational as well. Plus, the live streaming gear is ready to broadcast on 17 different platforms simultaneously.
All 6 drones are prepped and loaded with interference packages. Flight patterns mapped for maximum distraction coverage. Remote detonation charges are armed and positioned.
Backup servers are online across 4 different countries. Even if they shut down our primary feeds, the footage will survive. Encryption protocols are military grade.
Radio monitoring station is fully operational. I've got eyes on police frequencies, emergency services, and military communications. If anything goes sideways, I'll know about it first.
Visual confirmation of the target. Guard rotations are exactly as predicted. 15-minute window during shift change at 0300 hours.
Weather conditions are perfect. No wind, minimal cloud cover. Drones will have optimal maneuverability.
All communication channels tested and secure. We're using encrypted frequencies that can't be intercepted.
Thermal imaging shows normal heat signatures from the facility. No indication of heightened security.
Then we're go for Operation Purple Rain final phase. Everyone move to your assigned positions. Radio silence until 0300 hours. This is it, people. 28 years of waiting ends tonight.
See you all on the other side.
Position Alpha confirmed. I have visual on the maintenance tunnel entrance. 2 guards posted, but they're following the predicted rotation pattern.
Position Beta confirmed. Drones are airborne and holding pattern 2.3 kilometers north, ready to initiate distraction protocol on your signal.
Position Gamma confirmed. Mobile command center is operational. All streaming platforms are standing by. The moment you get inside, the world will see everything.
Position Delta confirmed. Overwatch is fully operational. Monitoring all frequencies and thermal signatures. No unexpected activity detected.
Perfect. Guard shift change begins in 47 seconds. Target acquired. They're moving away from the entrance right on schedule.
Drones are in position, ready to commence diversionary tactics.
All systems green. Live stream infrastructure is ready.
Radio chatter is normal. No signs of alert status.
Guards are at maximum distance from entrance. This is our window. Deploying EMP charge now. The device is in position. 15 seconds to detonation. Cross your fingers that this disables their security grid.
Standing by for immediate drone deployment.
Recording everything.
All quiet on the radio frequencies.
5 seconds until detonation.
Emergency alert. An EMP detonation was just detected at the main entrance. All primary systems are down.
What the hell just happened? The entire facility just went dark.
I'm trapped in Lab Section C with emergency lighting only. All electronic locks are non-responsive.
This is catastrophic. The EMP surge traveled through our entire electrical grid, including the containment systems.
Oh God, no. Please tell me the titanium cage is still intact. Please tell me Subject 008 is still contained.
I'm checking the monitoring station now. Backup power is coming online. Accessing containment chamber cameras.
The seismic sensors are going absolutely insane. Vibrations are registering magnitude 4.7 and climbing.
Dear God, it's gone. The cage is completely destroyed. Subject 08 has breached containment.
This can't be happening. 28 years of secure containment, and one EMP blast undid everything.
The electromagnetic locks on the titanium cage. They were connected to the main security grid. When the EMP hit, it must have caused a power surge that opened them.
And now that thing is loose inside the facility, with no way to track its location. All our monitoring systems are fried.
Wait. Do you hear that? That low-frequency sound? It's getting louder.
That's its horn, the same sound it made when it first emerged from the ocean. It knows it's free.
Emergency protocols are in effect. I'm initiating the national broadcast system. We have no choice but to warn the public.
Are you insane? That will cause mass panic. The government will have our heads.
The government can worry about cover-ups later. Right now, millions of people need to know what's coming. This thing has been imprisoned for 3 decades. It's going to be absolutely murderous when it reaches the surface.
She's right. We've seen what it can do to human tissue. The heat rays, the cellular breakdown. Whoever is in its path when it emerges.
Thermal sensors are picking up a massive heat signature moving toward the surface access tunnels. Speed is approximately 40 kilometers per hour.
40 kilometers per hour? At that rate, it will reach the surface in less than 6 minutes. I'm activating the emergency broadcast now.
The facility is shaking apart. I can hear metal tearing and concrete cracking. It's carving its way through everything in its path.
347 scientists died studying this thing, and now their sacrifice is meaningless because some amateur set off an EMP without understanding the consequences.
Broadcasting on all emergency frequencies now. This is Dr. Shaw at Mount Rushmore Research Facility. A Category 5 extraterrestrial threat has breached containment. Immediate evacuation of all areas within 50 kilometers is advised.
50 kilometers might not be enough. Remember the cargo ship footage? Those heat rays can vaporize steel from over a mile away.
And that was just a reconnaissance scout. After 28 years of captivity and torture, this thing is going to be absolutely enraged.
The broadcast is live on all major networks. Emergency services are being notified. But there's no evacuation plan for something like this. How do you evacuate entire states from a walking death machine?
You don't. You pray that military can stop it before it reaches populated areas.
With what weapons? We've tested every conceivable method of destroying its armor. Nuclear weapons might slow it down, but even that's not guaranteed.
It's reached the surface. Dear God, it's reached the surface.
The nightmare has begun. After 28 years of containment, Subject 08 is free to complete its original mission.
Which was reconnaissance and extermination. It's been studying us for 3 decades, learning our weaknesses, our technology, our population centers.
And now it's going to report back to wherever it came from. This isn't just the escape of one alien machine. This is the beginning of a full-scale invasion.
The seismic readings are off the charts. It's moving east toward populated areas. Rapid City is directly in its path.
47,000 people. And they have maybe 30 minutes to evacuate. 30 minutes to escape something that moves at highway speeds and can kill from a mile away.
I'm transmitting all our research data to every government facility I can reach. Armor composition, energy signatures, behavioral patterns. Maybe someone can figure out how to stop this thing.
In 30 minutes, we've had 28 years and made 0 progress. This entity is functionally invincible.
Which means whoever set off that EMP has effectively doomed civilization. They came here thinking they were exposing some government conspiracy. Instead, they've released hell on Earth.
The facility is coming apart around us. Emergency evacuation is no longer possible. The exit tunnels are collapsed. We're trapped down here.
Then we keep broadcasting until the end. Give humanity every piece of information we have. Maybe it will help them survive what's coming.
Thermal readings show multiple heat signatures approaching from the west. Military response teams are incoming. Apache helicopters and Abrams tanks.
They have no idea what they're flying into. Those weapons are useless against Subject 08. They're going to be slaughtered.
Just like the Atlantic Fleet in 1999. History repeating itself on a larger scale.
I can hear the tripod's horn again, that bone-chilling sound that haunts your dreams. It's announcing its presence to the world.
It's been an honor working with you all, even if our research couldn't prevent this catastrophe.
Likewise, at least we tried to understand the threat. Maybe our data will help the survivors.
If there are any survivors, the tripod is moving faster now, toward the interstate highway, toward millions of innocent people who have no idea what's coming.
3 decades of secrecy, 3 decades of lies, and now the truth emerges in the most horrible way possible.
The EMP blast wasn't just an attack on our facility. It was the starting gun for humanity's extinction.
Oh my goodness. What have we done? What have we fricking done?
The tripod is free. I watched it tear through those Apache helicopters like they were paper airplanes.
The military convoy never stood a chance. I counted 12 Abrams tanks reduced to molten slag in under 2 minutes.
Those weren't just soldiers. Those were people with families, and we killed them.
I know. The EMP was supposed to disable cameras and unlock doors. It was a small charge, military grade but limited range. How was I supposed to know it would interfere with the containment systems?
Because we didn't know what we were dealing with. We assumed it was just a standard government black site, not a goddamn alien prison.
CNN is broadcasting live footage of it now. The whole world is watching that thing annihilate everything in its path.
Rapid City has been completely evacuated, but it's moving faster than the evacuation routes can handle. There are going to be casualties, massive casualties.
The emergency broadcast from the facility. At least Dr. Shaw got the truth out before the facility was destroyed.
28 years of containment. 28 years of keeping that nightmare locked away. And we undid it in 15 seconds.
We wanted to expose the truth to save humanity. Instead, we've doomed them.
The irony is brutal. We finally got our proof that the government was hiding the tripod threat. But now everyone knows because the threat is actively killing people.
We have to fix this. We have to do something.
How do you fix releasing an unstoppable killing machine? How do you put that genie back in the bottle?
We share everything we know. Everything we learned from our original encounter. Maybe it can help the military response teams.
What military response teams? I just monitored the Pentagon communications. They're treating this as a nuclear-level threat. They're considering tactical nuclear strikes.
Nuclear weapons on American soil against something that might not even be damaged by them. This is escalating beyond our worst nightmares.
It's heading directly toward Interstate 90. That highway carries thousands of vehicles daily.
We need to contact the Joint Chiefs immediately. Tell them about the EMP vulnerability, about the titanium cage that actually held it for 3 decades.
And about the fact that this was probably just a scout. If it's been transmitting intelligence back to its origin point, there could be more of them activating right now.
Jesus Christ, you're right. If this thing was gathering data for 28 years, it knows everything about our defenses, our population centers, our technology. It's been planning this invasion for decades.
And now, it's free to coordinate the attack while we're scrambling to respond to something we don't understand.
The footage from 1999 showed it emerging from the ocean. What if there are others dormant beneath every major coastline?
Pacific, Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, Great Lakes, they could surface simultaneously. A coordinated global assault.
Which means this isn't just about stopping one tripod. This is about preventing World War III, except the enemy has technology centuries ahead of ours.
I'm accessing government emergency frequencies now. We need to get through to someone with authority, someone who can coordinate a proper response.
What do we tell them? That 4 discharged veterans accidentally triggered an alien invasion?
We tell them the truth. We were there in 1999. We know how the original EMP weapon affected it. We know about the titanium containment that worked.
And we warn them about the possibility of multiple units. If more tripods activate, conventional military response will be useless. They need to prepare for asymmetric warfare against superior technology.
Every major city on the East Coast is implementing emergency protocols. This is spreading beyond just South Dakota. They're treating it as a national security emergency.
Because it is. We've started the War of the Worlds, and we're losing before it's even fully begun.
I'm monitoring military communications across all branches. NORAD has elevated to DEFCON 2. Strategic Air Command is preparing nuclear response options. This is escalating faster than anyone anticipated.
Nuclear weapons are the wrong approach. We saw what conventional weapons did to it. Even depleted uranium rounds couldn't penetrate its armor. Nuclear weapons will just irradiate the battlefield without stopping it.
Then, what's the right approach? How do you fight something that's virtually indestructible?
EMP weapons. That's the only thing that worked before. Massive electromagnetic pulse deployment.
But we need to coordinate simultaneous strikes. If more tripods activate while we're dealing with this one, we'll be fighting on multiple fronts against impossible odds.
I'm contacting General Morrison at the Pentagon. He owes me a favor from Afghanistan. Maybe he'll listen to our intelligence.
What if they arrest us? What if they blame us for this catastrophe?
They should blame us. We are responsible for this. But that doesn't matter now. What matters is stopping it before more people die.
The tripod has reached the interstate. I'm seeing reports of mass casualties. Burned vehicles, vaporized infrastructure. The death toll is going to be astronomical.
Then, we live with that guilt, but we use it to fuel our determination to fix this. We started this war. Now we help humanity win it.
Or die trying.
Agreed.
The War of the World has begun.
1-year anniversary of the worst decision of our lives, and the EMP bombardments are losing effectiveness. Each wave of attacks has less impact than the last.
The tripods are adapting, learning from each electromagnetic pulse we deploy. They're evolving their defenses faster than we can modify our weapons.
Detroit fell yesterday. That's the 15th major city in 3 months.
The EMP swarm drones bought us time initially, but time for what? We still don't have a way to actually kill these things.
I keep replaying that first day, watching Subject 008 tear through the Apache helicopters, then methodically moving to those extraction points. It knew exactly where the other units were buried.
Like it had a predetermined activation sequence. 28 years of gathering intelligence, mapping every dormant tripod location across the planet.
Remember how it moved so deliberately? Not random destruction, but strategic activation. First the East Coast installations, then West Coast, then Europe.
A coordinated global awakening. Each tripod pulling more units from underground bunkers we never knew existed. Seattle, Los Angeles, Miami, London, Tokyo, all within the first week.
The military response was exactly what we predicted. Conventional weapons useless against the armor. Nuclear strikes just irradiated the battlefields without stopping them, until we shared the EMP intelligence.
Which worked beautifully at first. Those early swarm drone attacks actually disabled entire tripod formations. We thought we had found the solution.
For about 3 months. Then they started developing countermeasures. Electromagnetic shielding, pulse resistance, adaptive algorithms.
Now it takes 50 times the EMP energy to achieve the same temporary paralysis. And the effect duration keeps decreasing, from hours to minutes to seconds.
The latest intelligence reports are devastating. São Paulo, Cairo, Moscow, Sydney, all lost in the past month alone. We're running out of major population centers.
Global tactical situation as of this morning. Red zones indicate active tripod control.
87% of the planet under alien occupation, and that percentage increases daily.
The refugee camps in the safe zones are overflowing. Humanitarian crisis on a scale never before imagined. Billions of displaced people with nowhere to go.
All because we wanted to expose the truth. We triggered the apocalypse trying to save humanity. The irony is suffocating.
We can't change what we did, but we can still try to fix it. The question is how.
The EMP strategy is failing. Titanium containment worked for 28 years, but only in a static cage. What other options do we have?
Retreat to underground bunkers and wait for them to leave? Hope they lose interest in a devastated planet?
They're not leaving. This is a conquest, not a raid. They're systematically exterminating human civilization, building something in place of our cities.
Those spire structures they erect after clearing an area. Some kind of atmospheric processors, maybe? Terraforming equipment?
Making Earth suitable for their species, which means humanity has maybe months before total extinction.
Unless we find a way to penetrate their armor, actually kill them instead of just temporarily disabling them.
Wait, I might have an idea. Something we haven't tried yet.
What are you thinking?
Titanium held the original tripod for 28 years. Not EMP, not nuclear weapons, not conventional explosives, but titanium containment worked perfectly.
Right. But we can't build titanium cages around every tripod on Earth. The logistics alone would be impossible.
And they're mobile now, not static prisoners we can surround.
But what if we could weaponize titanium somehow? Extract some property from it that affects their armor. Create a titanium-based chemical weapon.
A chemical compound derived from titanium properties? Something that could penetrate their hull material?
It's worth investigating. We know titanium interacts with their energy weapons somehow. Their heat rays can't damage it.
Maybe there's a molecular incompatibility, something about titanium's atomic structure that disrupts their technology.
Exactly. If we can isolate that property and concentrate it, create a chemical solution that carries titanium's defensive characteristics, but in an offensive application.
Like a titanium-infused acid that could eat through their armor?
Or a titanium-based electromagnetic disruptor that could permanently damage their systems.
It's the first genuinely new approach we've had in months. Everything else has been variations on EMP technology.
We need to gather titanium reserves immediately. Every available source on the planet. Industrial stockpiles, military reserves, civilian applications.
I can coordinate with the remaining government contacts. Get access to strategic metal reserves.
I'll reach out to the scientific community in the safe zones. We'll need chemists and materials engineers.
And I'll handle logistics, transportation, security, laboratory facilities.
This is our setup prototype. Basic chemical analysis equipment for titanium compound extraction. If this works, we scale it up to industrial production.
How long do you estimate for initial testing?
2 weeks for basic compound isolation. Another month for weaponization trials. If the chemistry works.
And if it doesn't work? If titanium properties can't be weaponized?
Then humanity has maybe 6 months before total extinction. The tripods are accelerating their territorial expansion. Soon there won't be any safe zones left.
Then we better make this work. Because it's our last shot at redemption and humanity's last hope for survival.
I'm going offline to contact government officials. We need those titanium reserves within 48 hours.
I'm heading to the Cambridge Safe Zone. MIT has the chemical engineering facilities we need.
And I'm coordinating transport routes. This operation needs military-level security.
The War of the Worlds isn't over yet. Time to fight back with everything we've got. Going offline now. See you all when we have the titanium ready. Final status report on Project Purple Rain. After 8 months of chemical engineering trials, we have successfully synthesized the titanium-based compound. Deployment is ready.
The world has changed so much since we last spoke. Only 7 stronghold cities remain globally. New York, London, Tokyo, Sydney, Cape Town, São Paulo, and Mumbai.
The EMP drones are completely useless now. Last week's bombardment over Chicago had 0 effect. The tripods didn't even slow down.
Which means this chemical weapon is literally our last hope. If Purple Rain fails, humanity goes extinct within weeks.
The compound testing showed promising results. Laboratory trials dissolved titanium-resistant materials. Molecular disruption at the atomic level. If their armor has similar properties to what contained the original tripod,
then this should eat through it like acid. But we're working with a lot of assumptions.
Better than no options at all. The refugee population in the strongholds is starving. Supply lines are completely cut off.
Current global tactical situation. Those tiny green dots are all that's left of human civilization. Everything else belongs to them now.
Which is why Purple Rain has to work. 47 titanium-based chemical warheads, distributed across 17 drone platforms, targeting the largest tripod concentrations on 3 continents.
Simultaneous deployment?
800 hours tomorrow morning. Coordinated universal time. Every remaining military installation participating. If this fails, there won't be resources for a second attempt.
I'll be monitoring from the London bunker. Real-time chemical analysis of impact zones.
Sydney Command will track tripod behavioral responses. See if the compound affects their movement patterns.
And I'll coordinate the overall assault from New York. Master control for all drone platforms.
This is it then. 1 year, 7 months, and 12 days after we accidentally triggered this war. Tomorrow we either end it or watch humanity's final defeat. All platforms report ready status. Purple Rain deployment commences in 60 seconds. Cross your fingers, people.
Drone platforms Alpha through Quebec are airborne. Chemical payloads armed and targeting confirmed.
London Command confirms visual on tripod formations. 17 units concentrated around Westminster Bridge.
Sydney reports 23 tripods moving through the harbor district. Perfect target density for maximum impact.
Launching now. Purple Rain is airborne.
Beautiful sight, humanity's last hope, streaking toward the enemy.
Time to impact. 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
All frequency monitoring shows no tripod communication increases. They don't seem to recognize the threat yet.
Chemical compound stable during flight. No degradation detected in the warhead telemetry. We're maintaining maximum potency.
2 minutes to impact. I can see the tripod formations through the drone cameras. They're just standing there, motionless, like they're waiting for something.
Same in London. It's almost like they know what's coming.
30 seconds.
Impact.
Direct hits on all 17 New York targets. Chemical clouds dispersing across the tripod formation.
London impacts confirmed. The compound is reacting with their armor plating.
Sydney strike successful. I can see the chemical reaction spreading across their hulls.
It's working. The tripods are stepping backward. They're actually retreating.
Wait, no, they're regaining their positions. The chemical burns are healing somehow.
Same here in London. The armor damage is regenerating in real time.
The tripods are completely unaffected. Whatever that compound did, it wasn't enough.
No. This was supposed to work. 8 months of development and testing.
The chemical reaction is dissipating. Their armor is returning to normal metallic sheen, like nothing happened.
Purple Rain has failed. We have no more options.
It's over. Humanity fought bravely, but we're finished.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I got us all into this. I'm sorry I doomed the world with that EMP blast.
We all made that choice together. At least we tried everything possible to fix it.
It's been an honor serving with you all, both in 1999 and during this impossible war.
Whatever happens next, we faced it together. That means something.
The tripods are advancing on all remaining strongholds. Estimated time to total occupation: 6 hours. Goodbye, everyone. It's been a hell of a fight.
Wait, what the hell is that? The sky just turned completely white.
Same in London. Brilliant white light from above.
Sydney reporting the same phenomenon. It's like a second sun just ignited.
Those are spaceships, hundreds of them, coming down through the atmosphere.
They're engaging the tripods, some kind of energy weapons that actually penetrate their armor.
The tripods are falling, actually falling and staying down. These newcomers are tearing them apart.
Who the hell are they? The ship design is completely unknown.
I don't care who they are. They're killing the tripods, actually killing them.
The tripods are being annihilated. Whatever weapons these ships are using, they're incredibly effective.
London's tripod formations are completely destroyed. 17 units reduced to scrap metal in under 5 minutes.
Same in Sydney. These ships move like nothing I've ever seen. Gravity-defying maneuvers at impossible speeds.
The war is over. The War of the Worlds is actually over, but we have new visitors to deal with.
Are they human? Are they another alien species?
The ship technology is beyond anything in our current capabilities, but they're clearly hostile to the tripods.
Enemy of our enemy situation?
Or humanity's second liberation of the day. First from certain extinction, now from total ignorance about who's really in control of this planet.
We need to establish contact, find out who they are and what they want.
And whether we just traded one alien occupation for another.
At least these ones kill tripods. That's got to count for something.
I'm still processing what we witnessed yesterday. Humans, actual human beings stepped out of those spacecraft. Not aliens, not some other species. Our own people.
The moon base revelation is mind-blowing. A secret lunar colony established in 2000, right after they captured the first tripod.
27 years of preparation. While we thought the government was just hiding the threat, they were actually building humanity's salvation.
Commander Harrison's briefing explained everything. The tripods weren't just alien scouts. They were Martian terraforming weapons, planted on Earth centuries ago.
Waiting for global temperatures to rise to optimal levels. Climate change wasn't just an environmental crisis. It was the activation trigger for a planetary conquest system.
Our lunar defenders, the heroes we never knew existed.
Those gravity-based laser weapons are incredible, destabilizing matter at the atomic level. The only technology capable of penetrating that impossible armor.
And they've been fighting off Martian reinforcement fleets this entire time. While Earth was being conquered, the moon base was humanity's last line of defense.
Which explains why the tripods suddenly activated globally. When Subject 008 escaped Mount Rushmore, it transmitted the activation signal to the entire network and alerted Mars that Earth was ready for harvest.
The Martians have been planning this for millennia, seeding worlds with dormant war machines, waiting for perfect atmospheric conditions, then moving in for systematic extermination.
But they underestimated human adaptability. We didn't just survive their initial assault. We developed counterweapons and fought back.
The moon-based scientists spent 27 years perfecting gravity manipulation. While we were struggling with EMP drones, they were building tripod-killing technology.
And now Earth is free. The immediate threat is neutralized, but Mars remains occupied by our enemies.
Commander Harrison was clear about the next phase. Humanity cannot remain on the defensive. We have to take the fight to the source.
The cleanup operation begins. Every fallen tripod is a treasure trove of alien technology, weapons, armor, propulsion systems, communication arrays.
Reverse engineering will advance human technology by centuries. Within a decade, we'll have spacecraft capable of interplanetary warfare.
The irony is perfect. We accidentally triggered humanity's darkest hour, but that same action led to our species' greatest technological leap and ultimate survival.
We're too old to fight in the coming war. Our bodies have endured decades of stress and guilt, but our knowledge remains valuable.
The tripod behavioral patterns we observed, the EMP vulnerabilities we discovered, the titanium interactions we researched.
All of it will contribute to humanity's preparation for Mars. Our part in this cosmic war isn't finished yet.
From discharged veterans to accidental war starters, to humanity's first xenological research team. What a strange journey we've had.
I'm volunteering for the Tripod Analysis Project, spending my remaining years studying their technology, helping design better weapons for the Mars campaign.
Same here. The communication systems fascinate me. If we can decode their networks, we might intercept Martian intelligence.
And I'll focus on their propulsion technology. Understanding how they move through space undetected could give our invasion fleet a tactical advantage.
The rebuilding has already begun, but notice the integration of alien technology. Humanity is evolving beyond what we were before the war.
The children growing up now will be the Mars invasion generation. They'll pilot spacecraft we can barely imagine, armed with weapons that make nuclear bombs look primitive.
And they'll carry the memory of what the Martians did to Earth. The billions who died, the cities destroyed. Justice demands retribution.
It's poetic in a way. Humanity spent centuries looking at Mars and wondering if life existed there. Now we know it does, and we're going to destroy it.
The War of the Worlds wasn't humanity's end. It was our transformation into something greater. From a single planet species to cosmic warriors.
Commander Harrison estimates 10 years for full preparation. 10 years to build the invasion fleet. 10 years to turn Earth into a fortress world.
And 10 years for us to unlock every secret hidden in those tripod hulls. Every advantage we can give the next generation.
Our grandchildren will fight among the stars, carrying weapons we helped design, fighting enemies we helped defeat.
From 4 broken soldiers to the founding fathers of interplanetary warfare. Not the legacy we expected when we started Operation Purple Rain.
But the legacy humanity needed.
The Martians thought they were conquering a primitive world. Instead, they awakened sleeping giants.
And now those giants are coming for them.
Mars won't know what hit them. Humanity's revenge will be absolute. The War of the Worlds ends where it began. But this time, we're bringing the war to them.